Imagine you're walking on a tightrope. Below you, there's no safety net, just the high expectations of everyone you love. If you stay on the line, you get applause. If you wobble, even for a second, the silence is deafening. Most people look at the golden child and see success. They see the straight-A student, the CEO, the perfect daughter, the son who never caused a day of trouble. But they don't see the exhaustion. They don't see the person who has spent decades terrified of being human. You've been told you're the pride of the family, but why does that pride feel like a cage? Why does being the best feel like a slow erasure of who you actually are? Today, we're going deep into the psychology of the golden child. We're going to talk about the burden of excellence. In the world of family systems, roles aren't chosen, they are assigned. And the role of the golden child is perhaps the most deceptive one. Unlike the scapegoat who is blamed for everything, you were given a contract you never signed. The contract says, I will give you love, but only as long as you remain a reflection of my success. This is what psychologists call conditional positive regard. You learned early that your value wasn't in your existence, but in your output. If you brought home a 95%, the first question wasn't, are you happy? It was, what happened to the other 5%? You became a trophy. And the thing about trophies is that they don't have feelings. They don't have bad days. They just sit on the shelf and look perfect. You grew up feeling like a project rather than a person. This creates a deep-seated belief. I am only lovable when I am achieving. Let's talk about why this happens. Often, the golden child exists to heal the unlived lives of their parents. Maybe your mother felt invisible in her youth, so you have to be the star. Maybe your father felt like a failure, so you have to be the winner. In this dynamic, the parent doesn't look at you and see a child, they see a second chance. This leads to what's known as enmeshment. Your boundaries and your parents' emotions become one blurred mess. When they are sad, it's your job to fix it by being good. When they are angry, it's your job to be the peacekeeper. You spent so much time looking at the mirror of their expectations that you forgot what your own face looks like. You became a master of the false self. You know exactly what to say, how to smile, and how to behave to keep everyone happy. But inside, there's a quiet, starving version of you. A version that doesn't even know what your favorite color is, or what you do if you weren't trying to impress someone. There is a specific kind of loneliness that comes with being the golden child. It's the loneliness of being admired, but not known. People envy you. Your siblings might resent you because you got the praise. But what they don't realize is that your praise was a performance. You can't be vulnerable. Because if you show your partner, your friends, or your siblings that you're struggling, you break the golden spell. You feel like a fraud. You think, if they knew how much I'm struggling to keep my head above water, they wouldn't love me anymore. They'd just be disappointed. So you keep the mask on. You become the strong friend, the perfect partner, the reliable employee. You provide emotional labor for everyone else, but you never ask for any yourself. You are surrounded by people who love the idea of you, but you're terrified that nobody loves the reality of you. As an adult, the golden child often hits a wall. We call it the gifted child burnout. When your identity is built on being the best, anything less than perfection feels like a total failure. There is no middle ground. You don't just fail an exam or miss a deadline, you lose your right to exist. This creates a paralyzing fear of the fall. You might find yourself stuck in a job you hate because you're too scared to try something new where you might be average. You might overwork yourself until you're physically ill because your brain tells you that resting is for losers. You're running a race with no finish line. The world sees your productivity, but you only feel the pressure. You are trapped in a cycle of high-functioning anxiety, successful on paper, but suffocating in reality. So how do you stop being a trophy and start being a human being? It starts with the most radical act of rebellion a golden child can perform, being mediocre. You have to give yourself permission to be bad at something, to have a messy house, to say no to a request, even if it makes you look unhelpful. You have to realize that the golden child was the character you played to survive your childhood, but you are the director now. You can rewrite the script. The healing happens when you start to disappoint people on purpose. It sounds counterintuitive, but disappointing others is often the only way to stop disappointing yourself. You have to grieve the childhood you didn't have, the one in which you were allowed to be a kid, to make mistakes, to be loud, and to be difficult. You have to realize that your value isn't a stock market price that goes up and down with your achievements. Your value is constant. It is inherent. Breaking the golden mold is painful. It feels like losing your superpower. But what you gain is something much more valuable: authenticity. You don't need to be a masterpiece. You don't need to be the pride of the family. You just need to be real. The next time you feel that familiar pressure to be perfect, I want you to stop, take a breath, and ask yourself, who am I trying to impress right now? And what would happen if I just didn't? The world doesn't need more golden children. It needs more whole, messy, honest human beings. And that includes you, especially you. If you've lived your life as the golden child, how has it shaped your adulthood? Let's talk about it in the comments. Let's start being seen instead of just being noticed.